Hey. We're all in this together.
Yes, we realized that you've enjoyed us paired up, so we figured we would do this as a trifecta.
Why not?
Why not?
Well, happy Thursday. I hope this live delivers like the past ones did, hopefully. So let's start in our regular Lotus Jawns fashion. Deep breath in and out.
Okay. So, speaking of Lotus Jawns fashion again, this affirmation and mantra is a little bit different. It was on the fly, but I hope that you like it. It definitely emphasizes the fact that you're a powerful Jawn. So if you haven't written down the ones prior, you should definitely write this one down. Here we go. My role as a member of the world is solidified by my presence in the building of it.
My mind is as an architect.
My hands as an artist.
My heart as a wise sage.
I am a powerful Jawn.
Okay. Let's get right on into catch up on everything. There you go. So you already know what we're going to talk about. The inauguration.
Yes.
Michelle came through.
Yes, she did.
Oh,
Yes,
so
she
we're
did.
not talking about the president.
Oh, yeah?
Michelle
look good shit.
Listen, I mean, he was there too. You know,
true.
He was there
he fist
too.
pumped. You know, they all fist pumped. But Michelle's outfit, she came through. Yes.
Yes.
It was like,
Yes, Michelle. Look
yes,
at
Michelle. That lay.
Clay and C.
Yes.
Y'all are
Her hair,
crazy.
whoever did her hair did a great job.
Yeah.
Her name. I have her name
Yes.
somewhere. Her name is, hope I'm pronouncing it right, Yanae Damtu.
Yes.
Yes, Shanae damn too.
Yes,
I
sister.
hope you're saying that
It was
right.
the
I hope I'm saying it right too.
We know it was a
Uh,
sister. Curls was
yeah.
on fleek. Also, hair done
We
by
share,
a
like the
sister.
70 inspired.
Yes,
clothes.
she looked great.
They were popping. And the
She came through
designer.
with that plum wine. What?
Can we see another picture of her?
Do we have another picture?
Yes.
Same.
Look at those curls.
Yes.
Look at the belt.
The way the high waisted pants just sit and the jacket.
It's so nice.
It's actually, I think it's a one piece.
Is it?
Yeah, it
Really?
was-
Who was there in the wings? I wish we could get a close up. It's like, yes.
So it said that the designer is Sergio Hudson. I think he also did some designs for her book Becoming. So
Okay.
she's worked with him before, but there was a nice combo. The outfit by
Yes.
Sergio, the hair by Yanae.
Yes.
Yes,
She
comfortable
came
sis.
through. The outfit was slaying.
Stick with that guy. That's your guy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So what else?
I'm like,
we
what
gonna
did
talk
the future first lady have on? Do we know? I know they took like pictures of them all lined up together.
about? I mean,
Joe's wife? What she look like? I know what Michelle look like. I don't know what Joe's wife look like.
Oh,
Joe,
Oh,
I
no.
don't.
oh. I mean, I think she had on blue or green. It's okay. We'll talk about it in the next
Michelle,
one.
you need to hook her up with your stylist.
Yeah, she looks cute.
Please.
She looks cute. But clearly Michelle's outfit just outshines.
She's not gonna be allowed in none of the rest of the inaugurations.
You can't come, Michelle.
No.
No,
So I know there
the
was
first
like
invitation.
a lot of people talking about the difference between her hairdo at the
Yes.
inauguration 2017 and now. She just said
Because she the
pushing
pulled back
sloppy
ponytail
ponytail.
was just like whatever.
They said she was like, "Mama, if I gotta go, I'm at least go comfort." She actually kind of showed out a little bit, so let's hope that that's telling.
Yeah.
To
I
something.
mean, maybe it's because she's a little bit more relaxed now. She can actually be present in the audience.
Yeah.
Nothing is really required of her other than to look fabulous. You know, she doesn't necessarily have to shake hands or play nice. She's actually,
Oh
I'm
my
here.
gosh.
her role has been solidified.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into talking about the poem, the inaugurational poet, the inaugural poet, Amanda Gorman, 22 years old.
Yes, sis.
Future president.
I know she said
Gorman.
that she's running for president, and
I loved her light too.
20,
The bright
30,
yellow was
30.
definitely
Yeah,
laying
she
well
looked
against her
fabulous. She looked amazing.
it looks nice. I like the contrast from where she was standing, the blue behind her, the red. I know in one of the interviews, she said that the poem was a message of hope, unity, and healing, and that's what she was trying to convey when she was reading at the inauguration. somebody also asked her about the riots. Like, did it make her like, change what she was saying, or she said it energized her more
to write about peace.
Yeah, because she was saying when we were looking it up, watching some of the interviews, Faz and I, she was saying that she dove into like doing her research on trying to make the poem convey just the message she was trying to, and when that happened, she said that it just energized her more and made her like not change what she was saying, but it just
she said more forever.
Yes,
she definitely had stage presence. Like, I'm through, sis. It wasn't an ounce of fear. She was like, "Here I am. Here's the poem. Welcome everyone."
Yeah, she slayed that.
I feel bad because I feel like I barely know what Joe.
It's okay. It's okay. He's got 4 years to be fashionable.
I wasn't even thinking about them.
I didn't think about the president either.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, technically, Kamala, she came in with her pearls. That was
she looked.
She had on purple.
Her shoes were by the same guy that did Michelle's outfit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She came through her pearls. That was all over the internet to be present with your chucks and pearls. Yes, I saw like all the little pictures of everybody's little person with their chucks and pearls. Solidifying the fact that yes, there was a melanated being who was a woman in a high office. So I thought that was powerful. The thing I feel like that is most important, especially in this day and age, is to have representation. So yes, there is some question of where her roots actually do lie, whether or not she is truly an African American, East Indian,
I feel like it doesn't matter. She look brown to me.
The fact that there is a brown face, again in office means something to little brown girls somewhere. Yeah. Wherever they may be.
Mm-hmm. Bernie.
Was he just on here? Don't put him up. Y'all, I cannot.
So Bernie became a meme, and Files is so excited about that.
I wanted to put him in a corner for the whole show,
let's go put him
but they didn't like that idea.
He's not going in the corner for
Bernie.
the whole show. He's not.
I love you.
What is it about? You know what, Mr.
He
Producer?
fits. Look, he's perfect.
Why
he's watching us. He's enjoying it, kind of.
Mr. Producer, you can place up the picture of Bernie a little larger if possible. But over there in the corner, thank you.
Thank
you so
Bernie.
So,
I know we've been through a lot, Bernie.
So anyway, Bernie Sanders has become a meme. He is all over the internet.
It's okay.
Presence. They had a picture of him holding an envelope saying, I had something to do after this. Had to stop to go get coffee. I go to that thing this afternoon. And I'm going to stop at the post office afterwards.
My cousin had one posted up that this is exactly how I act and look if you don't give me my way.
Or waiting for my stimulus check. They've literally taken this image of Bernie and multiplied it across the internet. I'm hoping that he's getting a giggle out of it. I personally enjoy the mittens. They are everything. Okay.
I like the crooked mask. That's my favorite.
Was it crooked?
Yes, it's like go do it again. Yes, Bernie. Work.
I kind of like how he's got his legs.
Yeah, he looks fabulous.
Very particular, in a matter of fact way. So, thank you for your laughter, Bernie.
Because I wasn't paying attention to what was really going on. Did either one of you guys catch what he was supposed to be doing?
Who?
The president.
What was he supposed to be doing?
Running the country? Did he say anything?
Yes, he has.
I didn't watch it.
He said that in his first 100 days, he was going to enlist FEMA's assistance with vaccinating the country as a whole. That was something that had me like, ooh, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I don't know. Needles for everyone, I'll save my opinion for a later episode. Amongst other things, he did also elect Pennsylvania's Levine is her last name. It's gonna come to me. Anyway, our head of the public health department here is actually one of the president's go-tos for his health policy. She actually has a new role and position, which I thought was pretty dope.
Yeah.
She's actually transgender, so she will actually be the first one in that role who is transgender.
Okay.
In that position over the country. There's a lot of what do I want to call it? There's layers of uproar. There's like clapping across the board. Like, yes, finally it's time that we have representation across the board. But there's also some people who are a little frustrated that, a person who's transgender should have the position. Personally, I'm like, in the years that I've been in healthcare, there are way more, individuals who are transgender in the healthcare field. So having representation is important across the board. It's deep. It's dope.
Shoot, I don't care what you doing if you can save me.
Word.
Whatever.
Other things I know that is in the policy. I saw somewhere today where he was actually talking about sending more troops to Iraq. That I don't have any more information on.
Okay.
Don't quote me.
So clearly, we need to do some more
Yes.
homework on this.
There was discussion too that he was going to forgive about 10 grand worth of student loans. That's still up in the air
for everybody.
Yes. The other things that I feel like Black Twitter was kind of going off on is that he hasn't really said what he's going to do for the Black and brown communities outright. He's listed the other communities that he's going to assist. But so outright they have not said where he's going to fulfill his commitment to Black communities who really were one of the cornerstones at getting him and Kamala elected. So we'll give you some time, But yeah,
he has 100 days.
But it seems like it seems like for the most part, the big push for the first 100 days is trying to get COVID under wraps. They're talking about petitioning for another some odd $1 trillion to give towards the American peoples and other causes to try to stimulate some layers of the economy, which has me a little bit on eggs and angles and a little eggy because they're printing out this money from our imagination. The dollar can only stretch but so much, and I mean it feels good that we have an extra amount of money in our pocket, but when we look at it from a world trade standpoint, the dollar, what is its real true value? I mean, there was some undertones of conversation that maybe we would move to a digital currency because of COVID, amongst other things. The transfer of dollars might be a little dangerous, but we shall see. Yeah. He's got 4 years to, show us what he's working with. So this is but the beginning. That's the data I've collected.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The first 100 days.
Yes.
So with that being said, let's float on into the Lotus Pad. And today on the Lotus Pad, we wanted to talk about habits, setting them and sticking to them.
Yes.
Now, I know we kind of like brushed over this in our New Year's resolution.
Yes.
Live.
Yeah, so but now we're gonna go.
I guess this is diving a little bit deeper. Yeah. You want to go first?
How am I gonna maintain my habits? Or break the ones that are bad?
Or pretty much like stick to them.
So right now I realize that I like being stressed out. I think I realized that I like being stressed out. There's some layers of things I realize as my plate becomes empty, like, oh, I'm so stressed out. Let me remove the 3rd job that I have and just stick with 2. Let me remove the 5th extracurricular and just stick with 3. Let me, once it gets down to the bare minimum and I feel like, oh, I'm fine. Then I start adding new things to the plate. Let me get 3 more jobs. Let me get 5 extra businesses.
You really do.
I really do. Let me deliver 16 more babies because I've got it in me. So
looking at
her hands.
Yeah. Shout out to doulas and bellies everywhere. But yeah, one thing that I'm realizing, as much as I detest lists and things, that I think I'm probably gonna have to join in on the schedule book. I realized that my mom was very, very much a Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
She was a Virgo. So it was like, you're going to get up at this time. You're going to eat this for breakfast. You're going to iron your clothes on Sunday for 3 weeks straight. So when you wake up, you'll know what you're wearing for the next 3 weeks. And I was like, I can't live like this. It feels like prison. I got to get out of here. So I live the most structured, unstructured adult life. And I think working nights and 3 days a week with alternating schedules actually helps. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. If I'm sleepy, I'm going to sleep. If I want to get up, I'm going to do that. If I want to hop in my car and drive to the end of the universe on a Tuesday afternoon when it's school time, I'm going to do it. If I want to brush my teeth 6 times a day with 3 different toothbrushes just because I want to see how white my teeth go, it's a real thing. I do that. But what I'm realizing is, in order for me to truly be functional in 2021 and forward, because I'm becoming older and I'm starting to forget things once I reach the top of the steps, I'm going to have to.
That's how we get our exercise. I go up there, I'm like, man, if I go down and come back up, I might remember.
It's true. I actually purchased 2 planners, one for business, one for personal. And I have a notebook that is now dedicated to writing things down. Because usually when I'm trying to remember something, I'll text it to one of my 2 phones. or I'll send it
The
to
fact that you
myself
don't
in
use
an
those.
email, on a dedicated email on either my laptop or my tablet, so that I'll be like, oh, what was that thing I was supposed to remember? And it's usually in one of the phones or the other. But maybe I need to pour that out onto paper. So that's the thing that I'm doing to try to remain organized and to stick to my schedule and be
So
more
you're
of a
saying-
responsible adult.
So stick to your new habits. You know that you need some assistance, whether it be paper.
I gotta write it down. And aside from writing it down, I realized too, posting it somewhere is also essential. So I do have a bulletin board that is going to go up into the meditative ancestral room as a reminder of things that I'm going to do.
Nice.
Because I realized that I made a saying to myself probably 8 years ago that I said I was going to hold myself accountable. That if I say I'm going to do something, so if you invite me somewhere and I tell you, yeah, I gotta go.
Nice.
You know, so if I'm not sure if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna say I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to also solicit that same response with myself and other things. So if I say I'm going to do something, I must hold myself accountable and execute. Write it down and do it.
Well,
Write it down, make it happen is a real book too. Amira Clemens recommended it.
Nice.
Write it down, make it happen. Thanks, Amira. She drops jewels on us. Definitely one of our favorite Jawns.
Yeah.
I was doing some research. I'm trying to make these habits stick because not only do I have to create, or try to find ways to have me build new habits and stick with them, but it's them kids. I gotta have them kids. I gotta get them on the bandwagon. It's like they're not easy kids. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know. I am not that mom John. None. My kids aren't all easy. I have one that might do what I say.
I think they're gonna level out the older
on the first time. I'm hoping.
Which one?
The middle one. He might.
You think so?
Yeah, he'll usually ask me, well, why do I have to do this on the way to doing it? But the other two are like, why? Especially that little one. So it's like, it's like we have to build new habits. All right. Okay, listen. I'm just trying to help you, have your life in order. But so
Amira says she's an Aries and detailed with schoolwork. School and work, I'm sorry. Oh, yes, thank you. You're awesome. She is very, very organized.
And I'm not, and I'm trying to find a balance between
that. Kind of grow up and be like you, Amira, I swear.
But there's the 2190 rule, which I didn't kind of actually know that at least Foz and I were abiding by. They were saying pick a habit and do it every day for at least 3 weeks, and then after 3 weeks is over, it's a habit.
Yeah.
So we realized that
form new habits that are positive.
Yeah, we've been doing yoga for over a month.
Yeah.
About a month. We have a new habit. Now we just
high five.
We're just how is this supposed to
like this? This is just more like that.
How is your name?
You can find that information on Google somewhere or whatever search engine. The 2190 rule. I'm not really sure. It has to work for little people too because they're people. They're little. Yeah. So I know for us, trying to set put new habits in motion as a family.
Yoga is life.
Yoga is, you don't understand. Yoga saves.
Yeah, it saves lives.
I know with the little ones, like you said, having something up for you to see helps. So I know that one thing I learned with my working with my, I don't know what I should call her. She is a friend, but Deja Brantley, I feel like she's my parenting behavior guru. She's like, you have to have some visuals up. Right now, we don't have a whole lot of them. We only have so we have a calendar, which everyone can see. Two of my 3 children can read. So those. The
little one's trying.
He is. He's getting there.
He's got the pictures.
So I usually tell them what's, we have that for the whole family to see, so they kind of know what's going on for the week. But for their morning routine, they have a visual chart that they have, and they have stars that they stick on as Velcro. So it was kind of like a guide for them to while they were building the habit. They actually do it majority of the time now without using the star chart part. But I know I have to add some more visuals. I know that was one of the things. She doesn't say I'm doing them wrong, but she's like, maybe we need to add some more things, some more visuals for the kids to see. Because one of my oldest son had some extra struggles, and I feel like having the visuals there will really help him.
It'll help trigger that memory.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need to draw pictures to remember too.
Who you telling?
When I make the grocery list, sometimes I draw what I'm buying next to it. Because if you write it down, it's not as exciting. Yeah. Yes.
And it was one thing that we were talking about in our New Year's live was we were trying to find out ways to reward ourselves.
Oh yeah, I'm
We were
still
like-
in Ashley's.
She's still in mine. I figured, well, the one, so it was for me, it was rewarding myself with tea after yoga. So I have my yoga flow in the morning. Like I have to have it. I have to do it. And if I want to get to the reward, I mean, the reward is naturally afterwards. So what I did was I just went out and bought some fancy teas that I didn't have, and I only can have them in the morning after yoga.
Really?
Yeah, I can't drink them any other time.
I just bought a bunch of random things to do on Groupon that I'm like saving
That's
until I
kinda cool.
quality rewarded myself. Like I bought one of those aviation Jawns, so I'm gonna get on a helicopter
Ooh.
after I finish the important things
You
that I
get to
have
bring
to do.
a friend?
I don't
Can you bring
know if
two
that's a
friends?
thing. I don't know. I can check.
Okay.
Um,
I don't even know if I want to do that. I don't want to do that.
I also bought like a horseback riding lesson when it was like really cheap. So
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Nice.
dance lessons.
Yeah.
So there's like a 10 series. So when I complete a thing,
You brought
then I
yourself
can
some
do
cool
that.
experiences like that. That's something I was. So I'm still trying to work on really what the rewards are going to be for the children.
I can't do those right away, but it has to be like a
Yeah.
solid goal. Like Nas says, you didn't do yoga for a week. Nas says you didn't complete your list.
So about that,
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody is out there struggling with sticking to their habits. Obviously, this conversation
It's a real thing.
is about. But one thing that my parenting guru told me was I was setting up the rewards, but I was making them too far out. I was doing it with myself too. So she did. I know it sounds crazy, but I have to like reward them immediately, and then eventually, like hopefully by the end of the 21 days, kind of like gently phase out the artificial
Start giving you high
reward.
fives.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
So I think I'll have to get exactly how this all goes and put it on our page somewhere, because there is a specific way that she says we are to pair it. Yeah, like you're supposed to, I think, reward them with the thing, high five them, and then at some point I gotta pull that out and high fives.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
we kind of have to
Okay.
do that for ourselves too, like reward ourselves, but not like you keep saying, oh, I have these things, I have to do yoga for a week. Okay, well, maybe you deserve a mint candy.
Yeah,
every
true.
time you do it until you
Yeah.
get to the
I like
aviation classes. So that's some of my tips and tricks for the Jawns out there who are trying to build a new habit, or stick to the habits that they set as their New Year's resolution. And for the parent Jawns out there, the guardian Jawns, the babysitter nanny Jawns for the kids.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Next up.
I guess like what I've been doing to like stick to stuff is I have like a whiteboard, and the only two things I've been checking off, even though I have another book that I do other checkoffs, but I have a red check for yoga and a black check for writing.
Okay.
So my yoga, I'm trying to make sure I do that every day, and the writing, I try to do it as often as possible. And my yoga checks, they were coming through for like the first 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, they were coming through. And my writing checks were doing pretty good too. I guess like the way I've been like sticking to stuff is like, I just kind of like remember how good I feel when I actually do them. And I try to remind myself of like, if you do get up and you do meditate, if you do journal, like you feel really good after you do that stuff.
That's like a natural reward.
Yeah, and like my reward, I feel like I've been giving myself is my gratitude Sundays. Like I low key like really look forward to them. And I think I want to do a daily one like with the tea though.
Yeah,
like one that I could do every day. Yeah, I think I might do that because I have like this chai tea that I really like. And but yeah, my gratitude Sundays is what I've been doing. And the thing I look forward to that the most is I cook myself like a dope ass dinner, and I take like a really long bath, and I usually get myself some champagne, and it's a really like romantic cute night for myself. And
that's date night. Oh.
Yeah, it is. It's like a self date night because I'm super romantic, so I'm like I know how to romance myself. So
like, well, I don't read your water.
Yeah, I'm like yes. So yeah, that's what I guess. Like my tips would be like, yeah, like get a reward and just get some way to keep track of what you're doing, because if you, like you said, if you could visually see you keeping it up is more motivation.
It is.
And it's just like, yes, you just did that. You just did all those check marks.
Nice.
All of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
but wait, before we go,
oh,
one other thing I want you guys to Google. I didn't know this. My therapist told me to check out like the SMART goals. So SMART goals is an acronym for it being specific, measurable, attainable. What was the other one? Realistic and timely.
Well
So that's something I'm going to be using to kind of like help me do my long-term goals, my short-term goals, and build them and make sure I can actually reach them and not, feel like they're so unattainable. With that being said, we're going to roll on into adulting.
Adulting.
We do this every day.
Every day.
Sometimes.
Whether we want to or not.
I'm always looking for an adultier adult to guide my way.
Please don't sleep on being an adult, you young ladies.
Stay a kid.
I know it seems so simple, but it is not.
Stay a kid.
It is not.
Soak it in. Nap time, snack time. I wish I could go back.
It is not.
Find a more adulty adult to adult some of this adult stuff I got.
At 6:45 a.m. on Saturdays, I really want my children to go and ask their mother, their real mother, not Saturday. But yeah, we adult every day. Sometimes we do it twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
No, adulting it's cool. It's dope. It's definitely dope some days.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's like some ages I would love to go back to. Like kindergarten was dope. It was.
Mm-hmm.
My preteen years.
5th grade was stupid.
I thought high school was fun.
I hated high school.
I had a pretty good time.
No,
yeah, you did.
No.
She had a blast in high
I
school.
had a blast in high school. Yeah.
Really?
It was a lot of fun. I was an all-girl school.
Me too.
Oh. I don't know. Prindy, shout out to Prindy. Like, we had a good time in Prindy.
If I reflect on my adult years versus my high school years, I've definitely had some dope adult years versus high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. High school was particularly special in my life.
Oh.
As far as the fun we had.
Oh.
Well, now we're adults.
Yeah.
So,
right,
because we're adults and we're getting to be, every day we get up, we're getting older.
Oh my goodness.
Damn, bitch, why you say that?
I'm just saying, we have been like, I don't know, you guys obviously, we're having this conversation. We have become as a group more and more obsessed with planners because we can't remember stuff and we're putting stuff all over the place. You have a whole.
I will have a conversation with you and then like. It just disappears. It's just like, did it happen?
That whiteboard calendar she's talking about is serious. This is a calendar that they put in the staff lounge.
Yeah.
And you have it in your bedroom.
Mm-hmm. I actually got a bigger one behind them.
And I saw it. I said she's really. I was like,
I want to use that one day. I just gotta find a place to use it.
I think once you reach the other side of 30, we don't drink as much water and our brains start to shrink. This is like advice. I think right now, if you're in your 20s and teens, drink more water. Drink a gallon a day just to preserve your brain function for when you're on the other side. Just don't become water intoxicated. Just enough. You know? There's a whole weight-based algorithm for how much water you should actually.
I know why my memory is messed up.
However, one thing that I will say is like it's 100% true. I feel like my memory is more sharp. I feel like I was able to do more things. Like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, is that my hip popping? I'm like, and not in the fun dancy way. Not in the fun dancy way, okay? So I think the older that we become, we're becoming more self-aware that we are in fact adults and we're becoming less and less close to the years that allowed us to kind of like pretend like we didn't have it figured out.
I had one of those huge whiteboard calendars. Y'all crazy.
But it's true. I feel like other adults are looking at me for advice, and I'm like, darn, I really am a solid adult. Mm-hmm. Once you reach this age, it's like 20-year-olds are looking at you like
and asking you, what should you do? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? But you in the inside, you're like, well, when I was your age.
I don't know. I have a hard time pretending that I'm an adult. I don't know how to do that yet. I just do it by default because I have to, but I really.
That's what everybody has been doing that.
Everybody's
the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know how to adult.
I realized our parents were faking the funk the whole time. That's the greatest realization. Like, Mom, I really appreciate the fact that you went to work every day and you looked like you had it all figured out. You did. And no point did I think she didn't know. But now that I'm the age that she was when she was somebody's mom, like she didn't know.
I feel like my mom was really good at it.
Yes, our mothers were perfect at it. Thanks, Mom. You did a great job at making it look easy.
Yeah.
But back to
our
setting habits and planners and all of that. So we're talking about like the planners and apps and things that we've been using to kind of like keep it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Have a little bit of focus. We know that you have your giant whiteboard calendar.
Yes.
And you have a traditional planner?
I have 2 planners.
I bought 2 of them.
I got 2 planners.
Two?
My one planner is an actual planner where I write down my dates and like things I have to do, appointments, and like, and then it has like a to-do this week, to call, to email, to buy, and then etc. And then over here is the week where I can just write, just things I need to write. But then that's just like my way of saying organized and staying on point for my appointments. But then I talked about this before, and I'm probably going to talk about it again because I live by this book. I have the Artist of Life workbook. It's by a girl called Lavendare.
Okay.
She is on YouTube. Please go check her out.
You get one every year.
I know. I've been doing it since 2017. I think this is my 4th one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I forget her name, but it was a teacher that we had at MBS in the 4th grade.
I kind of like that we're all together. Can I just say that?
Yeah, I do too.
I missed you guys.
I know. I miss you too.
In the 4th grade?
And I think her name was Miss Dancy. And I remember I used to count on my fingers, and I used to be really embarrassed by it. And she was like,
I think it's kind of cute.
No, that's what she said. She was like, it doesn't matter how you get to the number as long as you get to it. Mm-hmm. So I be grown as shit, like, hold up. It'd be basic ass math. And I was like, wait a minute, give me a second. So yes, I count on my fingers still, and I still don't know the alphabet.
Oh.
So my other planner, is the Artist of Life workbook, and it has like a daily tracker for all your habits you want to build. Like I got a bunch of habits that I want to build, and I check them off each day of what I do in that day. And then I have like a monthly overview of what I want to get done that month. And then it's a gratitude part too, where you can write down who you're grateful for. These 2 are always in my gratitude box.
You too.
But
I just speak about you often.
Okay.
You know.
But yeah.
What?
So that's what I do to stay on track. And I guess the app that I use like consistently is, what is it called? It's Trello, and then it's another one.
She loves Trello.
I love Trello.
Indeed.
A lot.
And then it's this other app called To Do, which usually in the morning, if I'm feeling overwhelmed, like I get a hard on for list. Like that's what I do.
Yes. It's major.
So if I feel any type of anxiety about the day,
make her a list and give it.
I'm gonna be a list for Halloween. I'm gonna just be a list. But no, like, so when I wake up in the morning, I feel like anxiety about the day, I'll just pull out that app and I'll make a list for everything that I need to do. And then I'll be like, oh, it's only like 3 things. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that is my offering to you.
Well,
list on list on list.
But why do you use one versus the other? I know Trello, you kind of like.
Trello is more for like staying organized within like the businesses that I kind of do. It's just like
a board for each one.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And it's color coded, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a lot. Trello is intense. It's really
Trello,
good.
You can kind of break it down.
I'm not quite there yet, but my double planner is definitely for that. Because one planner I've exclusively made for nonprofit stuff, deadlines, important things to schedule, boo 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 boo. And then the other planner is like work schedule, important to-dos for self. But one thing that I said to myself out loud and in my head twice so that I will remember, because I didn't write it down right away, was that I'm going to put my bills back on auto pay. That really made me way more efficient. There was a point when I had them on auto pay and I was like, oh, okay, credit card done. House bills done. And I also had it structured so that it was like, I never really do like a budget. I just gauge how much my bills consistently are because they generally fit into a window. It's like, it's never less than this and it's never more than this. So I just automatically will know that part of my paycheck doesn't exist. It's invisible.
Sad a little bit.
Yeah, and I feel like having those things on auto pay eliminates some layers of anxiety or my to-do list. I just know that it's gonna get done.
Speaking on bills, that girl Tony Jones I've been telling y'all about, if you haven't checked her out, you should do it. But she made this statement about like bills, like how to think about them in a more positive light. Is like, I don't look at like, I don't know exactly what she said, but she's like, she doesn't look at bills as like some shit she has to like. She almost like thanks the bills for being in her life and providing her with
that's how I view mine. Like
I didn't view mine like that.
I feel like the comment I just made was a little, and I started immediately thinking about.
I'm thankful for that large bill outside that I use to get to and from work. That large, that large car payment, I love it.
Yeah, even when we were reading The Secret and The Magic, it was saying stuff like that. Like, right? Oh, I'm so thankful for having
The Secret and The Magic are by Rhonda Byrne. 2 excellent books if you haven't read them yet.
There's another one.
There's The Power.
The Greatest Secret.
I'm reading the last Law of Attraction book you ever have to read.
I'm reading that recommendation of Amira as well.
I'm reading that.
Thank you, Amira.
Yeah, thank you.
She must have a really dope library.
She does. She does. Shout outs to Amira. Thank you.
And your library.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
You were me.
What? I wasn't about to say nothing.
She was just making sure she wasn't knocking over this glass. In case y'all were trying to figure out what was going on. And I definitely had to look, not the carpet. So she was I know y'all was trying to figure it out too. I got you. I got you.
We thought that was the spill. Y'all can't see this bead. She was like, "Oh my God, you spilled juice on it." It's just a bead, but a wine-colored bead. But so I found.
I'm not drinking wine. I'm drinking juice.
Yeah,
it sure is juice. But anyway, so the planner stresses me out. The boxes on the calendar scare me. Like I don't know what it is. Like what I tend to do is I'll get a planner or I have this little list. It has the ones that have the magnet on them and you can stick them on the fridge. And I feel like I'm trying to like
find. It's terrifying.
Well, I start filling all the lines in and now I have a 25-point long to-do list. How am I ever going to get that done?
Or the lines start to merge and you don't remember what it is that you wrote.
So I'm like, I'll do it and stick it up there. You know how intimidating it is to come down to your refrigerator to get something to drink and it's I'm like, I need to break it down. I'm like, I ain't even thirsty anymore. I don't even want it. If I gotta go need a list, then I'm not doing it. So what I realized was this is not going to work. So I found this video on YouTube and they were talking about how to use a bullet journal to make it like you kind of make it into a planner and it allows for enough structure. Okay. It allows for enough structure to like plan things out properly and put them in like
I want to learn about that because that sounds really cool.
It was on How to ADHD, but they probably have other videos too. How do you use it? What was it? Table of contents.
That's what I liked about
the shorthand symbols that you use because I do sometimes make some up and then don't remember what they mean, but they were really helpful at the time. So you can kind of like organize it the way you need to, and you're going to get into a habit of numbering the pages and having everything organized in a way where you don't have to like comb through and figure it out. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna set it up. It seems like it's really gonna work out. That and the app that I've been trying to get into, I tried to use before and it wasn't really working out as well as I thought it was. But I'm coming around to is O Waves. So check that out. And the one for the kids has been Brilly. That's what's been helping build the routines and help my oldest son kind of stick to them. Okay. So,
all right. So we helped. Yeah, I hope we helped
you guys by telling you how we're trying to keep our lives together.
And just so you know, adulting is low key easier than college.
I don't think that's true.
I think it's true.
I think that depends on the degree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No.
Oh, God.
For me, adulting is easier than college.
I mean,
college, I feel like I was simultaneously trying to pretend like I was a quality adult while also trying to look like I was well put together and a college student. Like, yeah, I've got my bills structured. I'm not stressed out. Other people can rely on me for answers. It's okay. Like, what? I mean, I think about the layers of anxiety of college right now.
That's what I'm saying. Adulting is easier than college.
No, because I've also been an adult college student. It's a lot.
Oh, yeah. I would never go back to college. Never.
No, but there have been times where adulting is also more terrifying than college. You ever like had a rent and a car note and then something happens to your car and then you realize that your paycheck doesn't cover two of those things at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
No.
And you realize that you're not sure if you have another adult.
Or you set up your bills for auto pay and you don't get paid.
That's happened.
Like what? Like what happened?
Mm-hmm. Or you realize that you as the only adult that's holding down your adult responsibilities is the only adult. And you sometimes think about your own mortality. That like if I trip and fall and break my ankle, I'm going to be homeless.
Oh shit!
All right, this is enough doomsday talk about.
So-
Sorry, adulting
Adulting
is terrifying,
is
but
not-
it's fine.
It
Yeah.
can be terrifying, but it's also fun. You have to answer anything.
Oh,
I still think it's easier in college. I was stressed out in college, man. That was high school was the bomb, but college fucking sucked for me.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I think they've taken turns. College is
Yeah,
stressful and
that's-
adulting.
I would
is
say that.
definitely- Yeah,
Like the trade-off.
yeah. There were
No,
definitely years between
Not for
both.
me.
There were some years of college that were okay.
I made like a friend in college that I'm still friends with.
Well, that's the holiday. That's how you. If that's what gets you through those.
You have to
thoughts.
be thankful for the ability to pay bills. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I am so thankful for the ability to pay my bills.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's stressful when you like not sure how it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah, adulting is chill. You can do whatever you want most
For
of the
most part,
time
I was gonna say for the
if you
most
can
part,
afford it.
there are laws and rules and restrictions. That
but
you must adhere to
yeah,
and abide
they've
by.
always existed.
Yeah.
I can say that being like us being in our 30s, like you get to know yourself on a whole different level than you probably are even ready for as a young person. I've done a lot of growing over the past couple of years, just like spiritually and emotionally. So it is nice to be an adult in that way.
I feel like as a over 30 adult, I feel like the more adult that I have become is becoming more exciting. Because the 20-year-old version of myself couldn't afford to do or experience or didn't have the confidence to experience the things that I've done in my 30s.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it. Like, you know what? Where was I at? I was somewhere. I think I was ordering food. So let me share this short story. And I was like, you know what? I had pulled up with my car in this parking lot. I'm pretty sure it was for food.
That's how she pull up too.
Right? And I hopped out the car and I'm like hopping out of my, my mom vehicle. Because it's like, it's a responsible 30-year-old.
mom
It is.
vehicle. It's cool.
It is so. It is so. I
not
could
like a
definitely put
minivan.
all of the kids in there. Go to soccer practice.
But
Go to a play
it's
date.
durable.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
It's all the way built for
It
like,
looks cool though.
children. Anyway, so I hop out the car and I'm like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And I see this group of 50-year-olds. Had to be, they like middle age, but still, all of them was hopping out of BMWs, Mercedes. I said, Lexus, and ain't no kids into them, none of that. They got their comfortable shoes on and they can't go ahead. So I said, you know what? When I'm 50-something, 60-something, clearly my adult responsibilities and my financial situation is going to be way better.
Yeah.
Because they just, how you hop out and that your stuff is straight? All of them. Boop, boop.
Where were you getting
You know,
food from? That you witnessed all of this in one shot.
I honestly can't remember. And that's what the other side of 30 is like. I don't remember.
I know I had food from that place on that day, but
I don't remember. I
do
know
you
it was
remember the
food.
food being good?
I don't remember. I know it was food. I know it was a parking lot.
Next time, write it down on the Trello. And
It was
share
like a
with us.
non-essential. The important
Y'all don't even
part.
check Trello.
No, we don't.
I have a new phone, and I couldn't open the app last time on my old phone, but on my new phone, I can.
The part that I remember though was the important lesson of it all. The food didn't matter, what time it was, none of that mattered. I realized and looking at, I'm like, wow, my future self is going to be more financially secure,
Mm-hmm.
more confident,
Let's look at it like that.
and wearing more comfortable shoes.
Yeah.
I was like,
Comfortable
ooh,
shoes. I'm all the
So
way
fashionable.
Yeah, I already did.
so fashionable. So that's why I'm like, by the time I'm 40, I'm going to be able to vacation 4 times a year.
Yeah, 40 is gonna be lit.
Yeah, it is. Looking forward to it. 50,
Um,
50. I'm going to have real estate on like 3 different continents.
I hear
Hopefully.
that.
Oh,
So
That rolls us up into instant inspo.
no,
No?
feeling myself.
Is it?
Rewind.
Thank you.
Feeling
Feeling
myself.
Feeling myself.
I dance like a mom. I'll stop.
No worse than me. It's cool.
All right, look at this one. All right, come on.
Okay.
Come on. What was it?
Anyway, so feeling myself. What have you been doing to feel yourself? Besides
I mean, I
fast
feel
on
like I
Sunday?
just. What?
She said she was doing a bad thing on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I shoot Sundays.
That's what I do. Well, that's what I've been doing, and I've been doing other stuff. Oh, I just started the Ayanla program called Spiritual Warrior. Shout out to
Yala
Ayala
Van Zandt.
Ayanla Van Zandt. Shout out, boo.
She got it out. She got it out.
I've been doing it, and I just read this book. You gotta get this book. You have to get
Swear
this
to
book.
God, this
It's
book.
called Attachment. It's a book about the 3 different types of attachment styles and how they pair together. This shit will change your life. Especially like I'm thinking about the ladies for this one, about the type of partners you get involved with, or like their different like habits and stuff like that. It really goes into detail about these 3 types of attachment styles, and it changed my life. And thank you, Audible. If you want to sponsor us one day, that'd be great because I use you every day.
Word.
I think I'm the only one that's like not really down with Audible.
Yeah, it's okay, but you don't. That's not your thing. But
Okay.
I love Audible. Like I listen to a big book in like a day and a half.
Just trying to find time to do it is probably the hard thing. Because it has to be quiet.
Well,
No, it doesn't.
I mean, she's
I
got
thought
the
that I've tried to like read or listen to one book, and it wasn't even. I did it while I was asleep one day, and I realized by the time we got to 10 minutes, I had heard this person talk. I had no idea
what they was talking about.
I was like, oh,
I do really well. I don't know. I guess it's because like the music and being like auditory.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. I only went to college. That's all I did.
This is 30. This is 30.
Yeah, when I hear it, it's almost like it seeps into my brain and I feel it and get it. So, yeah, the book is called Attached.
Attached. That's it?
Attached.
Okay.
I don't know who it's by. Just go look it up.
I don't think it's the right one.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put it there somewhere.
Next.
Yeah.
I get to go next. Thank you.
Yeah.
I haven't really been doing anything specific. I just been pulling out I've been using like all the tricks.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing my girl time outside of
girl time is real.
Yeah, with my other friends. Like just
what other friends?
Okay.
Sorry.
It wasn't me. I don't know.
I'm not allowed to hang with nobody else.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Hey, other friends. Shout out to my other friends. Little pockets of time.
She was cheating on us. It's all right.
Actually, no, I don't like that shit.
I just been doing all of it. I have been going to the nunnery. I'm trying to
really
decide whether or not I'm not gonna say I never was into this. I was, and then I stopped, and I don't know how.
Wait, we got our nails done together.
We did.
Yeah, Ashley treated me to get my pedicure.
She act like she wasn't there.
Yeah. Wait, Malika was in there.
No, you.
What?
It's okay.
Like you. So I've just been pulling out, using everything I had up my sleeve. I feel like, I don't know, I've been having to do all of them lately. All the walks, all the baths, all the incense, all the saging, all of the everything that we've talked about, the bath bombs. Been pretty much doing it all.
Yeah.
Nothing in particular, just using all of them because they make me feel good. And then I'm not cranky, I'm not mean, and I'm an awesome mom.
Good.
Nice.
And then when my kids grow up, they'll write books about their lives. And when they get to chapter about me, they'll love me. Hopefully.
I think for mine, my feeling myself has actually been spreading those same energies to other people. I've been sharing my incense, my stones.
You sure have.
My stones and my joys with other people. Like, hey, have you tried this food? You should try it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, have you seen this magical rock? You should hold it in your hand. Like, have you smelled this incense?
Tibetan incense.
This Tibetan incense has went around the world. Okay. To all those special friends out there who have a small piece of Tibetan incense, just know that you are close to my heart. Okay? Because there's only 2 places that I know where it is. And the last time I went, they didn't have any more. So if I've shared it with you, just know that you're an important part of my life. Okay?
Aww.
So yes, that's been feeling myself in ways of sharing my love and appreciation.
We'll try to find other ways to do this, and then we'll share them with you when I do.
Next.
So next is instant inspo.
Here we are. We're right this time.
Good job.
Oh man, I used it.
When? What segment did you use your instant inspo?
The last one.
What was it?
The attachment book.
Oh.
What was one liner phrase from that book that stuck with you? Let's go with that.
You gotta give her a minute.
Yeah, y'all go. Well, no, I know what I got out of the book. Yes, this will be my instant inspo. What I got out of the book, there's 3 different types of attachment styles. There's secure attachment, there's anxious attachment, and there is avoidant attachment. Anxious and avoidant attachment, do not go together at all. We kill each other. We don't actually kill each other. We just like torture each other with our love. So the thing is for those anxious and avoidant people to get with someone that's secure, because secure people can like give what we need and give us either the space we need or the love we need.
Just eliminates the anxiety.
Yeah. Yep.
Or having to live through the avoidance.
Yeah. But I think anxious people can be together because like I just think that works.
I can see
Me and Ashley are anxious.
But we're not in a full-blown romantic relationship.
Allegedly.
Me and Ashley are anxious together, and we love each other.
I know, but I can see how that could be problematic.
It probably could be.
Like, oh my God,
did you hear me?
Oh my God, she doesn't love me, and you're both on the other
But yeah, just read it because like it kind of shows you. It shows you how to detect early on whether somebody is an avoidant attachment style, an anxious attachment style, or a secure. So you know what you're getting yourself into before you attach and can't get out.
Thank you.
All right, come on, Nurse John.
All right. So yeah, I'm timing everybody because I'm gonna go pick cotton on the plantation. But anyway, so my instant inspo, I will say, is not a quote, it's not a book. I think my instant inspiration is to challenge yourself to do things that you have never done before because you might just be an expert at it. I have embarked upon the journey to do nonprofit stuff, digital stuff, online stuff that I just I'm working it out. So I'll say that challenge yourself to kind of push yourself past your own limits because you may be surprised at the growth that you will achieve.
Yes, ma'am. So, amen.
With that being said,
that was right off the dome too.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, mine's isn't. I love quotes and I love looking them up on this phone and spitting them back out to you guys when they mean something to me. So our girl doesn't only slay in her outfits, but she also does with her quotes. One of her quotes, I think this is from
Michelle?
Michelle.
Yes, Michelle.
Obama. At 44, I am still in progress, and I hope that I always will be. That speaks to everything that we say. Yeah. We're planning, we're using our journals, we're trying to jump into some things that we uncharted territories and just do things and just understand that we haven't listed, like we're not at it. So the point is not to reach a destination, it's to always build on yourself and everything that you're doing.
Be a part of the growth.
Thanks, Michelle. All right, so in our ritualistic Lotus Jawns fashion, deep breath in and out.
My role as a member of the world is solidified by my presence in the building of it.
My mind is as an architect.
My hands as an artist.
My heart is a wise sage.
I am a powerful Jawn. Peace, Jawns. See you next time.